This is FNN, where you get facts, not nonsense. All right, so Super Tuesday preview. Tonight, Republican and Democratic candidates will compete in the nation's biggest primary day. You can check out my Twitter tonight, which is linked in the description for live updates. Both parties will be voting, and U.S. states voting are Alaska for Republicans, and then for all parties, California, Utah, Colorado, Oklahoma, Texas, Minnesota, Arkansas, Tennessee, Alabama, North Carolina, Virginia, Massachusetts, Vermont, and Maine. It's a big handful of them. So while Super Tuesday is expected to be pretty anticlimactic this year, there are still two candidates in every race. I'd say one's more viable than the other. Former President Trump is running for the Republican nomination alongside South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley and UN Ambassador former, and Biden, and then his kind of protest challenger Dean Phillips are running. Check out my Twitter tonight for all the live updates on all of that. It's linked in the description again. And will Nikki Haley drop out tonight? It is sensible for her to kind of stay and get some delegates tonight, although most of the states are not voting proportionally, or she won't be able to pick up delegates. It is still good for her to build up a large delegate lead unless Donald Trump is either thrown in jail as a result of his current criminal cases or passes. The man is 77, so you have to be fair, and Trump's got a pretty sizable polling lead. Can Dean Phillips pick up any delegates tonight, possibly in his home state of Minnesota, which we'll see on the next slide? He said he will drop out if his campaign isn't viable after tonight. Joe Biden is mostly wiping the floor. There's actually a large faction of undecided voters kind of in that there. Delegate predictions. Donald Trump, I believe. Well, let's get straight into it. So on the Republican side, I believe Donald Trump will take 73% of the overall vote. There are 865 delegates. I think Trump will take 757 of them and 14 wins. Nikki Haley will probably get about a quarter of a vote. I'm sure that's kind of around her campaign start tonight. Just kind of go out, get some more name recognition, especially because she could be queuing up a big run in 2028, and that is sure to be a contested field on both sides. I think she probably will win in Vermont, but she also could drop out tonight with bad results. Joe Biden, I think he's going to take 88% of the overall vote. He will probably take 1,408 delegates of the 1,420 and 16 wins. Dean Phillips, I think, will get around 5%, which I think is going to be the magic number for him in a lot of states tonight with Marianne Williamson being dropped out. I think he will take 3 delegates in his home state of Minnesota. And I believe 11 Democratic delegates will fall uncommitted tonight as part of kind of that protest vote that we saw last week in Michigan that is now kind of carried because of the Gaza war and Biden's policies on that. All right, California Senate open primary. So your candidates, U.S. Representatives Adam Schiff, Katie Porter, and Barbara Lee, who are all Democrats, and former baseball player Steve Garvey. As you can quickly see by the polling, the most two recent relevant polls have Schiff. One has Schiff in command, the other one has Garvey in command. It looks like Schiff is going to make it through. The real competition is for that second spot, though. Can Katie Porter pull off a surprise upset? Democrats will definitely win the seat in the general election, but if there are two Democrats in it, as in Schiff and Porter or Schiff and Lee, it will be an exciting race to watch. It's Dianne Feinstein's old seat. It has been held by LaFonce Butler since her death. Despite the fact that Barbara Lee is polling fourth, when the state party convened to attempt to give an endorsement, which they didn't, about 40% voted not only for Adam Schiff, but also for Barbara Lee. Katie Porter only got about 15% of the vote. That could be very interesting to see if Lee will outperform the polls in that scenario tonight. And you can see my predictions down below the candidates. This has been FNN, where you get facts, not nonsense. Thank you for watching.